Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games with myself and Exile Magpie.
Hello!
An eventful week, I think.
Yes, and we're, well...
Possibly the nicest thing I could say about it?
Yes, let's all be in agreement, though. Fuck Putin and fuck
the
military.
Oh, yeah. Putin is a dick. Although, let's face it, I don't think... if you've been alive for the last...
As the signs in Ukraine currently read to Vladimir Putin, go north to fuck yourself, go left to go fuck yourself again, and then go right to go back home and fuck yourself even more.
Anywho, speaking of that, with Ukraine, there's been some companies that have actually... they're donating money to help people who have been affected, especially the civilians who live in the military bases that apparently that the Russians were bombing. Because I'm pretty sure what I saw in the news, they didn't look like military bases.
No. I'm pretty sure an apartment block. But I mean, I suppose no. I've never seen a military base with a multi-story apartment block. Usually they are deemed militarily vulnerable. As like a whole thing of like one strike takes out multiple members of your military, sort of thing. So yeah, however, there are companies that are setting up. There's a lot of people setting up GoFundMes. Yes.
CG Project Red is one of the companies that donated a fair bit of money. I can't remember.
Also, anyone. Just basically go to the Red Cross. They're asking for donations, just go there, donate. Doesn't matter who. Doesn't matter if you're going. To be honest, it doesn't matter who you're sending your money to help Ukraine. As long as that money is going to Ukraine to help the people of Ukraine, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's good.
And the world sucks right now.
The good thing, I don't mean the good thing about all this. Well, the good thing that's happening now. In this situation, is the fact that like you've got, it looks like the people of Russia are also sort of standing up.
But also like the West is a lot more united than I think a lot of people expected, as well. Yeah, like it's just been worldwidely condemned. Yeah, and like to the point where even Switzerland apparently are, and yes, we're having to talk about this. It's it's everywhere.
It's the world.
You can't get away from this. I'm sorry. There's no rock hot big enough to get away from this. But yeah, apparently the Swiss, who are
neutral,
known for their neutrality, like that's their defining feature, is that they are neutral. Yeah, they've basically banned all Russian aircraft and put in the same sanctions that the EU has on Russia. Like for the Swiss to basically say, yeah, we can't support that. We kind of have to come out and say no. Like you've done goofed. That is definitely one hell of a line you've crossed there.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck you, Putin.
Yep, go fuck yourself.
Okay, on to the gaming news.
Yes.
Onto the
normal service will resume.
So, even though now we have to be careful with this because it might not happen. Because Japan is still in lockdown.
Yes. And
we don't know when they're going to get out of lockdown.
Yes, and Japan are of the case of, like, we are going to eradicate this thing before we lockdown. They are being one of the most stringent of the stringent. Yeah. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
You're just saying that
they're being really stringent about this, which is understandable. They also, Japan is one of the most densely compact populations in the world, because, a large portion of that country is mountain, and you can't live on a mountain.
No. Well, you can, but you have to be very good at living on a mountain.
Exactly.
Basically, the Tokyo Game Show, or the company that holds the Tokyo Game Show, they have announced that it is going to be a physical event in September.
Sweet.
Which is good.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, there's a lot of events that are all of a sudden starting to poke their heads over the parapets and saying, yes, we may be doing something in person.
Well, we've got a lot of over here anyway. We've got a lot of Comic-Cons that are popping back up now.
Yeah. which is really cool.
We've got the one at St James's Park in June. Yes. And we've got a few more before then, around about. Yeah. That's the northeast. There's a few down south as well. So
they're springing up everywhere, which is really cool.
Which is good. I think this is good because this means, who knows?
It means that the moment things are like progressing in a way where they feel that they'd be safe to open.
Yeah.
And have those events and have mass gatherings at that point.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's very good.
It's encouraging news. Caveat is, we're still, even if it is this tail end of the pandemic, we're still in it, and things can go fucking hard.
Yeah.
Shit tits up at any moment, because
we still got to be careful.
It's a pandemic. This is what it does.
Yeah, we still got to be careful, but I think we're on the last.
I think we're beginning to see
the
end of it.
What, two and a bit now?
The first lockdown in the UK was March, so it'll be 2 years. Yeah, it's almost 2 years exactly now since the first lockdown.
Jesus. Oh God, I remember the first lockdown, man. It was rough.
Yeah, it was.
It was rough.
Oh, the whole 2 years have been rough.
But yeah, so Tokyo Game Show is also one of the things that has been, like E3. They haven't
done a live.
They haven't done a live one for 2 years.
And now they're planning on doing a live one.
And they're going to do a live one, which brings up, we've got Summer Games Fest coming up, so maybe we might get something. Now, I'm not expecting something the size of E3, but they might do something.
Yeah.
Probably not, because I think most likely they'll have their plans for Summer Games Fest pretty much now.
Yeah, like everything. This is the sort of thing you can't do overnight.
Yeah.
It takes months, if not years, in planning and preparation. So, there won't be any major stuff probably for the rest of the year, apart from stuff that's already been announced. But yeah, it's a positive sign, and potentially, and I know people keep going on about we need to get back to normal. It's like, yes, getting back to normal is we need to live with the virus, and it's like, yes, do you know how you live with the virus? You wear your mask and you fucking take it. That's living with the virus. What some of these fucking assholes think of I want to go back to exactly like the way it was before the pandemic. That's literally, you're an ostrich right now. You're taking your head and you're burying it in the sand and praying to God that no one comes up and kicks you in the ass. That's what you're doing. I'm sorry, that is literally what you're doing.
So a representative for the Tokyo Game Show, he made a little statement saying 2022 is the year to show the real spirit of games. Let's open the gate to the forefront of games, give courage and enthusiasm to everyone, show your love of games to each other. This year, Tokyo Game Show will be a celebration of gaming's recent past then, as much as it is to focus on the future of gaming.
I mean, did you have to have that much corporate speak in it? But
I mean, it is Japan.
I know, but still, I don't want to hear corporate speak. I just want you to all go look, the last 2 years have been, we've been through a lot these last 2 years, but thankfully we're back. Time to show what we've been working on, and let's look forward to the future of games. There we go.
I'm looking forward to this now. I've got something, because they usually stream this. I might be able to watch it live, depending on what time it's on.
Yeah.
But I like watching the Tokyo Game Show. The last year's they showed off some decent stuff.
We might get something for more details on Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, we might do. We might get something from Square Enix.
Yes.
So we might get something for Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Either 16 or...
I'm hoping 16. I'm hoping something for 16.
I'm hoping for something for 16 because we haven't had anything since the first combat trailer.
Yeah. So hopefully 16, because Forspoken's not long to go. So I don't really think, and I don't think there's much more they can show us without putting stupid spoilers in.
Yeah. they've shown us the combat. They've shown us like the bare bones of the story, or at least the opening premise of the story.
But I mean, it's not till September, and I think actually Forspoken's out before September.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's going to be Final Fantasy 16 that we're going to.
I'm looking forward to Forspoken. I kind of interested in like the way they want the way the combat looks to be going for Forspoken. It's like
we might get some more Monster Hunter as well.
That is very true.
And we might find out if there's anything new Resident Evil wise, like DLC. Who knows?
Yes.
Who knows?
DLC or new games, please, for the love of God, since we're talking about Resident Evil and games.
Outbreak!
Give us Outbreak!
Remaster Outbreak! You've done 2. You've done 2 and you've done 3.
You've done 2, done 3, just give us Outbreak. We've got the milk, like we've said in countless previous videos. Chats.
Hashtag bring back Outbreak.
Yeah, hashtag bring back Outbreak. We want Outbreak.
Okay, this is weird. Why did I get... I got an advert for Dead Island.
Okay. That's
a weird one. Okay, moving on. So, this one just because it's funny.
And we can point and laugh at a
And we can point and laugh at them.
That deserves to be pointed and laughed at.
Konami let the SilentHill.com domain expire and somebody else has bought it. Which is just funny.
Konami can't even maintain its IPs correctly. It's just great. It's like, for fuck's sake, it's like... Look, Konami, just sell your IPs. Sell them. You're not going to make... Like, you're not making money off them. You tried that with the NFTs. I'm pretty sure you didn't make the shit, like the stupid amount of money that you thought you were going to. You made amount of money, but I don't think you expected think you expected more, because Konami is Konami, and Konami are the worst. Yeah, no, I totally pointing the laugh of Konami because they deserve to be laughed at. I mean, hell, you don't butcher your own IPs and licenses and people that put you in the position you fucking were.
This is what we mean by like how Konami just don't care.
Yeah.
Like they just don't give a shit. They can't even be bothered to renew their fucking domain names.
Yeah, they can't even be bothered to renew the domain names on their own IPs.
Sony, just buy Konami. Come on.
Yeah, Sony buy it. Like, out of every single company that makes computer games, and Konami is a very, very...
It's on the fringe there.
Fringe of, well, kinda. Yeah, just buy Konami. Hell, don't even bother buying, like, if need be, just buy the gaming division part of it. And all the IPs. Just buy that off them. Because, and let them keep their pachinko making machine. Just keep them with that, because that like we said before when we were talking about like Sony buying Bungie, and we said, well, Bungie is still developing games, sort of thing. Konami aren't. Like Konami being bought by Sony is only a positive.
Oh yeah. In
the gaming industry, because Konami are not doing anything, and when they do, it is shit. You just have to look at the last 3 releases they've had.
Yeah. Good God.
Esports was a clusterfuck of
whatever it was, because it wasn't a game.
Like the fact that they decided to release the game without all the animations, without the actual like gameplay fully functioning, speaks volumes. Then before that was Contra, a game which had a reload function in a Contra game. And Metal Gear Survive, which is an abomination so bad that it really should have it. That I'm pretty sure the words metal and gear are desperately somehow trying to remove themselves from that.
Well, yeah. God damn it, Konami. Just do so. It's getting to the point where it's like Konami's just that dead body in the movies where the kid just is coming along and like
poking it with the stick.
Just poking it. Why? Why are you like this?
Just like clearly the people in charge.
Just make your pitching machines.
Yeah, just sell off your gaming division with the IPs, and then just go focus on your. Oh wait, you won't do that because that's how you make your money on your pitching machines, because you just slap a bullshit fucking Konami game license on it, and that's how you want to make your money. You know,
don't forget the NFTs.
Oh,
don't forget the NFTs as well now, because we've got Metal Gear coming up. It's Metal Gear's anniversary, so
yeah, that's gonna be
fun. But anyway,
could people hack Konami, please? You know. I joke, but
do you?
Yes.
Do I?
Yes, I do.
I joke.
I do not openly say to people, go commit crime. Don't do that. It's called a crime for a reason. But still, look, if bad things could happen to the company of Konami, not its staff, the company, they're separate. Before anyone jumps to fucking conclusions. But if bad things,
board,
if bad financial things can happen to the company of Konami, I wouldn't shed a tear. I'd applaud it.
And moving on.
Yes.
From terrible Konami
to
Pokemon.
Yes. Pokemon.
Probably the big news this week in gaming, I think. I really couldn't see anything that would be classed as big.
Apart from what was released over the week.
Well, no, but that's not really news. That's just this
releases.
Game has been released.
I mean, granted, you know, every site in the world is literally covering them. But
I got an email about Elden Ring. And just a list of people streaming Elden Ring.
I went on Twitch and I just literally looked at all the people I followed. And it was like Elden Ring, 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 Elden Ring. And I'm like,
I had one person playing Genshin Impact. That was it.
I had a couple of people who are not, so I watched them.
But we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about Elden Ring.
Yeah, Pokemon has announced Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet.
Scarlet and Violet.
The 9th generation.
They've shown the starter Pokemon, at least.
Yeah, a grass cat, grass kitty.
A grass kitty.
A fire crocodile.
Yes.
And a water duck.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Are the three. I can't remember their names. They did have their names somewhere.
Yes.
The duck looks quite cute.
The duck looks
cute.
So
does the cat, to be fair.
The cat looks pretty adorable.
But the crocodile looks mint.
The crocodile. Here's the thing. The crocodile looks like a. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he doesn't he?
He does look like the wagging tail. Like,
I just want to pet him.
Yeah. The wagging tail is just like hi, hello, hi. You know those puppies that just want attention.
Yeah, he looks like that.
That's what the crocodile looks like. It's weird because it's clearly a crocodile type character, animal, which is, you know, we all get the permutations of, it'll just bite your arm off and not think twice. But the facial expression and everything that they have on this Pokemon is literally just like screams. Puppy dog wanting attention and is happy for pats.
I just want to pet him.
It'll just sit there and take all the head pats at once.
They did show off some of the world. We didn't get like a big screen of it or like a map.
I wonder which area. I wonder which part of the world is going to base it off. Because like Sword and Shield was Britain.
Yes.
We've had France. We've had. Obviously, the original was Japan. I think we've had China. I think ? I can't remember.
We're on 9 generations now.
Yeah,
This is just.
I think we've had America.
I think we're looking. I actually think we're looking at maybe like Southern Europe, like Greece.
Oh yeah, Greece, Italy.
Things. Yeah,
Greece, Italy.
We're looking at the Mediterranean.
I don't
Is it the
know.
Mediterranean? Yeah,
Yes,
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. Southern Europe is the Mediterranean. So you got France, Italy, South France, Monaco, Italy, Spain.
I'll show you.
Iberia. It could be Iberia, the Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain and Portugal.
Yeah, it could be. I'll show you the full trailer later. You'll see what I mean. Why I think it's the Mediterranean, because the buildings are very Southern Europe. It's you see a lot of them when you go to like. Italy.
If you say, the thing is, if you say like Greece or Italy, then that's
You'll see.
Aegean is probably
you'll see what I mean.
Say.
You'll see what I mean when you
get
down to it. All right, here in the name. So the cat is called Spaghettio. Spaghettio. It's Italy.
Yeah,
it's got to be Italy with a name like that.
It's Italy. Spaghettio.
Fucoco is the crocodile.
It's Italy.
And Quackly is the Quackly with an X.
Quaxley
is the
duck.
Is the duck. But look at the crocodile.
He's just a good boy.
He looks like a he's a mix between Totodile and Cubone.
Yes. Yeah, I can see where you're getting. Yeah, I can see where you're getting at.
To be fair, Totodile was a...
To be perfectly honest, I'm looking at the duck and I'm literally going, okay, so where's Huey, Louie, and Dewey?
He looks... Why does he look like he's wearing a beret? He looks like he's wearing a beret.
The cat does look adorable, though.
The cat does.
But it is a cat, and therefore it is only one of two things. It either doesn't think it's a cat. I mean, granted, it's a Pokemon, so therefore that's...
Technically, it's not a cat.
Technically, it's not a cat. Or it's pure evil.
I mean, it could be... It can't be pure evil.
No, because that's Eevee.
Because that's Eevee. Eevee is the pure evil of the Pokemon world.
So...
But
part of me is hoping that they're going to do more than what they did in Sword and Shield.
Yes, I am. By the looks of things, they've took, at least of what I've seen, or in the trailer, obviously there's not a lot.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed, what they've done is they've took what was good from Sword and Shield, right? Which was, the basic stuff that's good in all Pokemon games.
Yeah.
It took that, put that into the new Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
I think it's called, right? Mash because Arceus is a very different game.
Yes, it is.
Pokemon. If they can mash those two together and to make this one, if that's what they've done, then I think this one will be really, really good and a good step forward for Pokemon. Because Pokemon, we have to be honest, Sword and Shield is a decent game, but it's stale.
Yeah, it's the same Pokemon game that we've had from the beginning, basically.
It's the exact same.
There's very little
change,
evolution.
Yeah.
Which, considering the fact that the Pokemon evolve, like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic. So yeah, I'm hoping they're gonna add some stuff. Like we were saying when we were playing Sword and Shield, I was like, I want the option to just go around the map in a co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the gyms and the story battles, you have to do on your own. That's fine, but I want to go around with my friends.
Yeah.
Catch Pokemon with my friends, and just like, and not have to do the whole connecting up and each individual transaction sort of thing. I want to be able to just run around the map with my friends.
Yeah.
That's all I want. It's all you need to do, Pokemon Company. It's all you need to do.
Come on, Game Freak, you can do this.
Is allow people to do the vast majority of the game together.
Yeah.
That's all you want to do.
I would totally be down for that. A co-op Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I would totally be down for that.
Like I say, the thing is, I was like, is the gyms you have to do on your own because you have to get the badge yourself. And the major story things, then fine. That's story reasons you can't be with your friends.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. But everything else, fuck it. Do it with everyone.
Yeah. Even, because I have to admit, the co-op stuff that you could do on Sword and Shield was pretty decent. You just could only do it in certain areas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there were only certain things you could do, and it was only in certain points you couldn't go meet.
Couldn't go in the sea.
In a sense, you couldn't summon someone in like Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And then go around catching Pokemon and,
basically just
battling
walking,
random dudes and that, right? No, you had to do you either had to do the camp stuff or there was the super battles, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah,
and it's like that's underwhelming. It's like I want to spend was it 10-10?
10-10.
10-10. 10-10 allows you to pretty much do almost everything together.
Well, it's an MMO. It's a Pokemon MMO.
It's a Pokemon MMO. That's what I'm saying. It's like just let me play Pokemon with my friends.
This is the thing that I do not understand. Why have they not looked at this and gone, you know what, this would work. Absolutely, this would make gangbusters. If they made a Pokemon MMO, I can guarantee it would be number one. It would be the number one MMO.
Yes.
Because everyone would fucking play it.
Yes.
It's the biggest franchise in the fucking world.
Yeah.
How have you not come up with it?
How have you not figured this out?
How did you think of going into a MOBA with pay to win mechanics before going, let's just make an MMO. Let's just make we have a Switch, we do the game engine for Sword and Shield, and we just introduce. That's what they should have done. Sword and Shield should have been patch 1 of a Pokemon MMO. Yeah.
And then each patch adds one of the older regions with all the Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Game Freak, you know what? You know our
services.
Our services are here.
We keep offering it to Activision and.
We can offer it to you.
We can offer it to you.
We are equal opportunity offering of our services. We don't care who. Just offer us a paycheck, and we will come in and say why your bad ideas are bad. And also every now and then, it is rare, but still every now and then we come up with good ideas, like the one we've just come up with.
How have you not thought of this?
How have they not even attempted this? I refuse to believe that there was no attempt. There's no deadware of a pre-alpha, early concept Pokemon MMO.
Because Digimon. Later this year, there's going to be a Digimon MMO.
Yeah.
Digimon's getting an MMO before Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is just wrong. It just feels wrong.
It's like how have you? Do you have anyone that comes up with ideas? I mean, you must do because,
I think they spend all their time making new Pokemon. I think that's literally it.
Even then, let's think about it. There's not that many new Pokemon.
Yeah, I know, but they've got to make new Pokemon.
I know they've got.
I think this is why I'm saying everyone is making new Pokemon because it's just no, we've already made that one. Oh shit!
This was the thing with the Switch and the fact that Sword and Shield. I was really hoping before they gave all the we can't have the full Pokédex and I was really hoping that
this was going to be a stage 1 of a bigger game.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's the Switch is. I'm convinced, right? The Switch is powerful enough with the game engine that Pokemon runs on that you could probably have the entire every single region that has been in every single series, every single game of release of Pokemon. And you could probably have the entire Pokédex.
Probably.
I refuse to believe them saying, "No, they can't do that." I refuse. It's no.
Well, I mean, if we get a Switch 2, because that's always in the rumours.
Yeah.
There's all that they're making a Switch 2. If we do eventually get one,
Elden Ring can play on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3 can play on the Switch.
That's very true. The Witcher 3. What was the other one that we said there? This is just some sort
Doom.
of Doom. No, it wasn't Doom. It was another really big, ridiculous game. That's massive.
Oh,
it's open world.
It's not Skyrim.
No, because the Switch can play Skyrim.
Yeah.
Even if it is. But it was recently announced, but I can't remember what it was. Oh no, it was Dying Light.
Yeah. Dying Light is via the cloud, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's still going to take some power to run it.
But, yeah, I'm sorry, but if fucking Witcher 3 can be put on the Switch, Because let's be honest, right? If Pokemon is using a lot of graphical fidelity, they are clearly not.
They're not using it properly.
Using it properly, because it's
Sword and Shield is quite bare.
Yeah.
If we think about it, because like I mean, granted, yeah, when you get to the cities,
yeah,
it's quite.
Yeah,
dense,
but it's
quite good.
They're small there. They are actually small areas.
Once when you're out in this like Route 1 and Route thing, it's quite bare and there's not much really going on.
Yeah, like the big open maps are very open.
Yeah, but that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
because it's Pokemon, and I've played Pokemon since Red and Blue, and that's what they were like anyway.
Yes.
So I'm okay with it being like that for the 3D ones, but like, there's no reason why we can't have more stuff instead of just open spaces.
I think that's the thing. Like, even if Scarlet and Violet improve on a lot of things, a lot of people are literally like, look, we don't want a new region. What we want is is basically the Pokemon world.
Yeah.
We want everything that you've already done.
That can be the name of the MMO.
Yeah, Pokemon World.
Pokemon World. Oh my God, we got this in the bag. Nintendo, not Nintendo. Pokemon Company, Game Freak, hire us. We're bad at giving ideas, and we're pretty bad at everything else. But when we do have a good idea, it's usually a decent idea.
Yeah. Also, we can wholeheartedly promise that we will not treat anyone below us like shit.
Yes. Yes.
You will not have any scandals regarding us.
Well, maybe, but it's more going to be like in-game scandals then. Because I don't know. Every now and then I like to make my characters look stupid.
Yeah.
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 And sometimes people will find that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be the creative director.
That's very true.
You wouldn't be the story writer.
That's very true.
So that wouldn't happen.
It's very true.
Look, we just have a vision of like, no, just do it like this. This is what we want to see.
Oh, just like you could make a giant map for the first release.
Yeah.
Right, and that's your first region, and then with every expansion that comes out, you add another thingy.
Hell, you don't
even
have to.
You could do it in reverse.
Yeah.
You could start off with this new region, and then you go wherever Scarlet and thingy is.
Yeah.
Then you go to Sword and Shield. Then it's Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon, yeah.
Sun and Moon. Then X and Y.
Yeah. Then Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl. Then. Gold and Silver, and then Red and Blue.
Red and Blue. We may have missed one.
We've missed a couple because this is the 9th generation, so we've definitely missed a couple. But you know what I mean. You go backwards. So the last one, the last expansion.
And this is the thing. You don't even have to have like, oh well, what about like if you want like going from one region to the other? Like easy. You had airports.
Because I want what I want to do.
you don't have like, oh well, if I walk down this road I'll be in region blah blah blah. It's like, no, you basically have the maps as they were or as close to make it familiar, and then you add an airport in like the major city of each region.
Or because you can float on Pokemon.
Fast, fly.
You can fly. You can you can swim if you want.
Although the one thing that needs to be in every Pokemon ever since Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is the ability to hang on Snorlax's belly as he walks around.
Yes,
that has to happen in every single Pokemon game ever. No, it has to, because that thing is that is glorious.
I would like to play a Pokemon game where there's other trainers with me. Just running around, playing Pokemon.
Because here's the thing, like I guarantee you, like there would be Pokemon tournaments set up by the community.
Exactly.
There would be like.
Well, there is an official.
Also, what you add if it's going to be an MMO, what you add is customizable costumes for both the character and the Pokemon.
Oh yes.
Because then you have fashion shows.
Oh yes. Definitely.
The stuff that happens in the Pokemon anime. Yeah, all that shit will happen.
Yeah.
Oh. You'll have a group that pretends to be Team Rocket.
The role players, man. The role players will love this. They'll eat it up.
You'll get unofficial gyms springing up.
Exactly.
Like the hardcore fucking min-max
Well, that's
players.
the thing. Your gyms could be the different clans or free companies and stuff like that. So you join this gym and stuff like that.
Right, you could do a couple of things. You could have the gym membership. So if you want to become a member of the gym instead of actually doing the gym badges, you have to go out and catch the Pokemon of that type for the gym, but also you have to train that Pokemon, and then basically you could have a dev. You could have a developer, like one of the developers, as the gym leader.
Yeah.
You could basically just say, look, you're a fan of this Pokemon, you get to be this gym's leader. Go basically pick your Pokemon, we'll make him amazing. Done. And then you get like people just like, so you can have like the different, you know how like in MMOs you have different classes. Instead it's like, okay, you could either be an adventurer, which basically is the Pokemon go around, get all the badges, the Ash Ketchum.
Yeah.
Basically going around all the different regions, getting all the badges and going into all the different tournaments and trying to become the very best. And then there's the gym lead, all the different gyms that you could be part of.
Yeah.
Game Freak.
There you go, buddy. We're in front of you.
We're front of the basic premise of your MMO.
There you go. We can do this. We can do this if we think positive enough. Gotta think positive enough.
Yeah, look, we don't know the technical side of it. We don't know what it would take to actually get this implemented.
Yeah, we do. By the way, before we do understand.
It's not as simple as just saying.
It's not just as simple as just going, oh yeah, you can just do that. No, we do understand that.
Well, the basic concept, we can give you that.
They've got to have thought of it before. They have to have.
The problem is also it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
And Nintendo and online multiplayer is a bit weird.
Yeah. I think that would be the drawback for a Pokemon MMO. Is the online
considering the way the Switch works with its online and communicating.
Yeah.
I'd probably be like, we'll wait until there's an MMO, the Switch 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Or the next whatever they're gonna call it.
Yeah.
And then basically say, go to the Nintendo board. Look, we want everything in. We want
a normal headset.
Yeah.
Right. If it has to be Bluetooth, then fine. But just let us use a normal headset. I don't want to connect with my phone.
Yeah. Don't want an app.
I don't want to have to use what's the thing on the PC? Because I don't use it that often. I've forgotten the name of it.
Discord.
I don't want to have to use Discord to chat to my friends while playing the game that I'm on with them.
I mean, that as an option, fine, but give the bare basic systems of everything's already on the fucking console.
Yeah.
Without having to add extra things apart from your mic and headphones.
Yeah, and just do what Xbox and Sony have done. The mic goes into the controller.
Yeah.
I mean, with the Switch, you'd have to stick it into the top, but that's fine.
Yeah. We don't know what the next Nintendo console would be. But anyway, yeah, Pokemon. New Pokemon game.
I think it'll be a Switch 2. I mean, the Switch has done fantastically. I really can't...
Yeah, but the thing is, Nintendo went from the Wii to the Wii U.
That's true.
So...
The thing is, I didn't like the Wii. I did not like the Wii. I wasn't a fan of it. But I'm not a fan of motion controls.
Yeah,
there were some decent games. There was for me, there was Pandora's Tower. I fucking loved that game.
Yeah.
Even if it did have motion controls, I still loved it. But
oh yeah, Wii Sports is getting a Switch release, isn't it? With a new Wii Sports. I can't remember what it's exactly called, but
is it not called Nintendo eSports now?
Possibly. I don't know. It's basically
it's Wii Sports.
It's Wii Sports for the Switch.
For the Switch, yeah.
And it's the new sport it has is volleyball.
But yeah, so that's really it for the news. But two things came out this week, and both did really well.
Yes.
One did as well as everyone was expecting, and the other one did pretty much as well as everyone was expecting.
Yeah. One was the most anticipated game of all time. And the other was the Witch Queen.
Yeah, the Witch Queen. And as a Destiny
I was gonna do the joke of saying, and the other one was Elden Ring, but no, that joke just can't. No, I can't.
It wouldn't hold up.
It wouldn't hold up.
It wouldn't hold up at all. So we'll talk about Destiny first. That came out first. So we'll talk about Destiny. It's great. It is.
Well, you've played it. I have not.
Fantastic. It's the best expansion since Taken King. I'd even say it's better than Taken King.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It is really, really well done. And the fact that Bungie, I mean, it happened a while ago, but they finally got their ducks in a row about storytelling and what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they finally got everything. They pretty much, it feels like they've got everything that they wanted to do. They finally got everything in order to actually do it.
Yeah.
And it feels like everything's now, with the Witch Queen, we're finally seeing the stuff that they actually want to do.
Yeah.
Instead of having to, because before Witch Queen came out, there's a lot of there were articles that came out about the inner workings of Bungie. Yeah. Obviously, there was the one about the abuse.
Yeah.
That but there was also articles about how like the reason why Bungie's story, especially in Destiny 1, felt a bit haphazardly was because they had like different teams working on it, and you had ones who were just dead set on the original
and there was that
story,
one
and there was other ones that wanted to do different stuff, and they were basically all, there was a lot of infighting, especially on the storytelling side. And that's why
narrative should be under one person's direction.
And that's why it's always felt, but like since I would say Forsaken, it has, because Forsaken was the one where they went a more Valve way of storytelling, which is like you're in the scene with them unless it's like a giant cutscene.
Yeah.
Right? So everything's happening in front of you instead of like loading screen, cutscene, loading screen, sort of thing. And ever since their Destiny storytelling has gone so much better. And yeah, it's fantastic. The update to Void is great. There's an actual decent reason to use Void now, because I mean before it was either basically Void got replaced by Stasis for everybody.
Yeah. And
Stasis was overpowered.
Yeah. I think the thing was like Void. Even now, like even on the launch of Destiny 2, the only people that would probably use Void would be the Titan for the bubble.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, and even then, no one, you didn't, because of the way the Titan was, especially with Stasis.
Yeah,
you didn't even need that. You just had to use the super, and you killed everything. Everybody died.
Yeah, everyone died or was frozen. In which case, you had free reign to just absolutely wreck shit.
To then just punch everything. You became Saitama for 30 seconds. It was ridiculous. But yeah, Stasis has been reworked, so it's not as overpowered. There are you can now have builds that are a little bit overpowered, but it's not just the abilities anymore.
It's so the actual
the 2.0 Void for the Hunter. I'm talking about the Hunter because that's what I am. I'm not 100%. I do know about the other stuff because obviously I read up, but for the Hunter,
you're a Hunter main.
The Orpheus Rigs, which is the ability for that is it. Once I use my super, for every enemy that it tethers, my super bar goes back up.
Oh, so you could just...
But the new thing,
I
can fire 6 arrows in 2 shots.
Oh.
Yeah. So it just spreads out and then I get my super again.
So it's just literally super.
If you get into like a horde situation, you can just keep pulling off supers.
Considering the fact that... Here's the thing, right? That is a sort of like... That's the sort of build that is like... OP in PvE, but not as near as effective in PvP. Sorry. So like PvP, that's the thing is like I'm a person that like for PvE make us as overpowered as hell because it's the power fantasy. We want to be overpowered. We want to be able to just literally annihilate things and just like when we got really good with the Crota raid, just 3-man Crota.
Yeah,
like it's a fucking nothing. Just like, we all know our positions, we know all our jobs, and we're just going to just like one-shot Crota. It's great.
Galley is still overpowered, which is fine.
It's Galahorn.
Galley needs to be
it's Galahorn.
Overpowered, so I'm fine with that.
Galahorn can't be anything other than overpowered now.
The story is very good. It's very good. There's a lot of twists and turns in it that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting certain things like... The actual advertisement and they lead you into thinking one way, and then when you get into the game and then you see the shit and you're like, oh fuck, what?
This is
you
not what
end up like I ended up feeling bad for Seraphine while I was fighting her. I was like, I don't actually want to do this, but you're kind of doing bad things. You're
kind of giving me no choice here, Seraphine.
Yeah.
You can stop.
Yeah.
If you stop this, I'll stop. Just stop this. Just stop this and I'll stop. I don't want to kill you.
And then there's the ending credits, the end cutscene, the last cutscene, where I'm not really going to describe him.
Yeah.
But we do finally see the big bad.
Yeah, the darkness. The thing that is being...
The thing behind the darkness.
Yeah, the thing that's in charge of the darkness, and the thing that we've been thinking has been coming to us and talking to us in our own image.
Yeah. We finally see what
they
is.
actually look like.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very, very weird. But if it goes in with the lore of why they look that way.
Yeah, because there's concept art of them.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Is it similar to the concept art that was shown? That was seen
a little bit. There's a little bit. They've definitely changed it since the.
Oh yeah, I expect it. It's like concept art. This concept art, the concept art I'm on about is like the one with the. It's the first showing of the pyramid. First thing that ever had the pyramids in.
Yeah. And they've definitely changed it. There's a couple of things still there, but
yeah.
But yeah. The only downfall, my only problem.
Yeah.
Is that Destiny still is not kind to new players. It's not a game that I could go to somebody who hasn't played any Destiny whatsoever and go up to him and say, oh, you need to play Destiny. You should play this. It's really good. And it is. Like, arguably, I would say Destiny is the best first-person shooter out there at the moment. It's better than any other first-person shooter. But because of the way the game is structured, I couldn't go up to somebody and be like, oh, yeah, because there's so much that you can't do now.
Yeah.
That you if you get just chucked into the Witch Queen, you've not got a fucking clue what's going on.
What the hell's going on?
And
that's the thing with the whole vaulting.
Never agree
with. Like, if it might be the one major problem I've had with Destiny since launch, and it's not that I didn't enjoy the game. I did. I really did. The gunplay is easily one of the best things in it and going in gaming. It's one of the best. Bungie are one of the best makers of a first-person shooter.
Yeah,
bar none. Easily, like the gunplay is on point 99.9% of the time.
Actually, speaking of which, because you always say that you loved the Hellgas guns.
Yeah.
The new guns. There's some new.
Well, there's the heavy machine. There's the heavy machine gun that I was last using.
Yeah,
which is there's some 40. It's like very few rounds, but it just like boom, like it's like firing a fucking cannon. It was beautiful. I loved it. The sound, the momentum is like yes, boom, boom.
Some of the new guns, the sound is just and the new submachine gun is just amazing. It's basically just Fawn, but it's actually it's even worse than Fawn because it's rapid fire.
Some multiple stacks of.
So you get poisoned, and then they die, and then they just spread their poison to anybody else that's around them.
Oh, lovely!
So it's even worse than Fawn.
Again, though, right? That's another one that's like, PvE because the way, especially against the Hive, where it's like just massive fucking enemies against you. That's perfect, but in a PvP situation. That doesn't happen. You're not going to get as much out of that as it's still going to be powerful with the poison effect, but it's not going to be overpowered in PvP. Yeah, is what I'm saying. It's not going to be as powerful in PvP because it's spread out. But back to my point about my big problem with Destiny is they act like a MMO, but they don't do the things that an MMO is. Like, for example, you can only have a group of 3 people.
Unless you're doing a raid in a patrol. 6.
Yeah, in a patrol. And it's like, no, if we want to go around in a group of 6 and just like wreck shit, let us. When Forsaken came out? Yeah, Forsaken. There was a group of us that we wanted to do stuff together. That was a 6-man thing to do. And because it was in patrols, we couldn't do it all together. And it's like, oh, for fuck, the jumping about we had to do.
They have actually sorted that out. You can now actually, instead of having to do it by basically going onto the world and then going to the thing, you can actually just go to it via map.
Yeah.
And then it comes up with the add players, and you've got 6 players there.
Oh my god! They've finally done
fixed
that.
They fixed that.
It's only took them what?
They fixed that with, I think it was season. Actually, it might have been Season of the Lost where that first came in. But yeah, you can finally do the 6-man stuff.
It's only took them how long?
People in, yeah.
Because this was a problem we had in the first Destiny.
Yeah, this is a problem that we had in the first Destiny up till, I think, just after Forsaken.
Yeah.
It was fine because we couldn't do any of the stuff in the Curses of Osiris. You still had only the 3-man. What was the one after Curses of Osiris? Oh, the moon, wasn't it? It was the moon.
Yeah.
After, yeah. So yeah, and hopefully Mercury never comes back. Cause God, I fucking hate that map. But yeah, so Destiny's dead. No,
but also like that's the other point is like they have all these MMO things in them, like raids, etc., etc. But like the vaulting of prior content in Destiny 2 is like really counterintuitive because it's like, yeah, you're kind of making it hard for people who haven't played the game to understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Other than because you can actually like read up.
Yes, but that's
yeah. You can. Actually
I know it's in game, but it's still like the back to the Grimoire parts.
Yeah, I know. Well, but even then, like they're more like bullet points.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Than they have than any sort of like detail.
The fact that the what's the last thing that's gone? It's the bit that where basically Forsaken mostly takes place on.
Oh, Tangled Shore.
Tangled Shore, that's gone now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you got rid of one of your best places? What the hell?
I don't think not Forsaken. Oh God, which was because Tangled Shore came in from the one where Kate dies.
Yeah, which I thought was Forsaken, but I couldn't remember.
No, Forsaken is. Oh no, actually, it might have been Forsaken. I think I'm getting mixed up between Forsaken and the last one, which was the one on Europa.
Yeah.
Where we meet the stranger. Beyond Light?
Yeah, Beyond Light is the one where we meet the stranger again.
Yeah,
for the first
Beyond
time.
Light. So yeah, Forsaken was where we were introduced.
Yeah, Forsaken is the one where Kate dies.
So that was like 2 expansions.
Which,
ago.
by the way, the
3 expansions ago.
Yeah, three expansions ago, one member of the Vanguard was killed, and they haven't replaced him yet.
No, it's because Crow's going to be.
Yeah.
He's going to be. He's
not going to go down well.
No. Well, I mean, he's already been killed like 4 times by other Guardians in lore because they've seen him. I felt bad for him because he doesn't even know what these people are killing him for.
Oh, so basically Guardians have just seen him and just...
A Titan literally bludgeoned him to death with his fists. Like, I'm not even joking. There's lore things out there. It's just like, holy shit, dude. Like, good God.
I mean, I suppose it's penance for doing what he did.
Yeah.
Because he was a fucking idiot.
Well, he was tricked by Sabathun.
Yes, I know he was tricked by Sabathun, but still, like, when something comes to you saying, yes, we're going to bring you back your dead sister.
Yeah.
That never is going to end well.
It never ends well.
It's a monkey's paw. You're never actually going to get what you promised.
But yeah, so we've got Sabathun's Throne World is the new area. It's very, very good. It's very populated.
Good.
A lot of scorn.
Ah.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
We seem to be a little bit of spoilers there. Where this takes place, we seem to be in the middle of a fight between Sabathun and the Big Bad.
Yeah, because Sabathun. Well, because I played the last time I played was basically the start of the build up to. Witch Queen. And Sabathun was basically saying, look, I need your help. There are things coming after me, and I don't want them coming after me, so you guys need to help me so that I can help. I will help you by not possessing your friend anymore.
Yeah.
by but only if you help me get rid of the things that are coming after me.
Yeah.
Basically, that's where I was up to, and I was like, yeah, you're gonna fucking betray us, aren't you? Your whole thing is about misinformation, denial.
Yeah.
Blooming, just like holding fingers crossed behind your back, promising things you're not going to actually keep. You know, you're a stereotypical politician, basically.
But yeah, it is very, very good. Very good. Everything is top notch.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Game. I'm in the middle of doing unfortunately the grind is still the grind in Destiny, and it will always be the grind.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of doing the grindy quests now. I have got to kill like so many, and I've got a couple of that. I'm like, I need a specific gun to drop for me, unfortunately.
Oh god.
So
see, I think that's the thing. That if it was just that kill X amount of enemies, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. The gunplay, I love the gunplay enough. That
to be fair,
the loop, the gunplay, the play loop is fine for that. However, when they go, by the way, item X needs to drop.
It's not so bad now because like that stuff there's more for people like me.
Yeah, I know.
Who want to do that stuff.
Yeah. I know.
Now what you can do is because they do the weekly events. You can just do the weekly storyline that goes, and it doesn't even take that long. It takes about, I'd say about an hour max, an hour a week. And if you're not somebody who's like really bothered about getting to max light or anything like that, you're okay. You don't need to do that stuff. It's only if you want to. I want to because now they've given me, because I'm a collector, so I want all the stuff. They've now given me, because you can craft guns.
Yeah.
They've now given me a new collectible tab. So I'm like, oh god damn it.
I'm gonna have to get all the materials to collect all the to be able to craft all the weapons.
Yeah, and you need the guns to drop before you can actually craft them. So that's what I'm doing.
Right.
That's what I'm doing now. And the quests that I'm doing is to do with crafting.
Yeah.
So.
I think my biggest issue is the vaulting of stuff. That's the thing that really.
I've not been too.
I know, but I know there's a few strikes that have gone.
Yes.
That I'm like.
But I like that one.
I really enjoyed those ones, like the one on the Tangled Shore, which going after the
Fanatic.
No, the other one. The Hive Witch.
Oh yeah.
I love that one because because of the way I was built. I had the handgun, which if you killed an enemy. If you killed an enemy with a headshot, it would explode, and then anything else that got killed would explode.
No.
So there's plenty of opportunities to just go, don't worry guys, I got this. Bam!
And you watch everything.
And especially with my Void Titan as well, because like I'd set it up so like, with the whole thing of like, if an enemy dies while inflicted with Void, it would explode, infect everyone else with Void, and explode. So my build was just basically chain reaction bullshit. It was great.
Yeah, the Titan for 2.0, I think you can get a bit of shield if you punch him.
Yeah.
But it chains. Yeah, but now it chains onto the explosion. So if you kill them with the punch and they explode and then hits another one, you get more shield.
Oh god!
And more shield.
So I can properly tank.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh my god! Well, I don't know. I've just got a hard drive and a new. I've just put a 2 terabyte in. I could reinstall it and have a.
Yeah.
I could check it out.
Honestly, it's worth it. And you've played the story up to thingy and anything else because where you left, I can catch you up really easy.
Yeah.
There's not much.
I mean, I could probably tell what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like we were going to do a whole bunch of stuff for the Sabathoon, and Sabathoon was eventually going to break free.
Yeah.
And stab it to the back.
No.
Pretty much. Yeah, I know, but like.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to keep up her end of the bargain, basically.
No, she does actually.
What, she releases
Osiris.
Osiris. Oh my god.
I mean, granted, Osiris is in a coma now, so no idea what's going to happen with that. But
yeah, Saint's not going to be happy about that.
No. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not.
Wouldn't expect it. No.
But another game came out last week.
Yes.
An even bigger game.
The game that basically won
the most anticipated game of the year award. Which will now be renamed
the Elden Ring award. Oh.
Yeah, Elden Ring came out and it's amazing.
Yeah, we've not got past the first boss yet.
No, not good, but I love it.
He is kicking our ass.
I love it. We nearly killed him last night.
Yes, we nearly killed him last night.
We nearly got rid of him.
You got him to a sliver of his health.
That was about just under, I'd say, an eighth.
Yeah.
No, he still had it, like, you could still see the red, but it was like that big.
Oh, you know how I've just trigged on something. You know how you were complaining how when we were summoned in, we couldn't go into the caves and that.
Yeah.
Well, I think the reason why they've done that is because if you kill the boss of that area,
yeah,
and you could go into those, you couldn't summon them into those caves anymore.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they've done that.
Yeah.
I've only just twigged that.
It's basically you've walked into. It's most likely because you walk through the door. That's the loading area.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah.
So you walk.
But again, like if that was tied to the area with the thing, because that a lot of the caves and like dungeons are very side off the beaten path, so like they're easily missed. So if it could be the case of like kill the first boss, if someone went straight to the first boss and managed to kill him, all those other dungeons they'd have to do on their own.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's probably why they've done it the way they've done it. But yeah, it's a Souls game, so there are the permutations of it. Like it will not hold your hand.
Yeah.
The enemies at the beginning are a threat, and actually, there are some that you probably shouldn't fight at the very beginning. The guy in the hall, the was it the forest?
The tree
guard?
sentinel.
The tree sentinel. Do not fight him instantly. Do not engage.
I mean, to be fair, we fought him a bit early, but I mean,
yeah, we've probably fought him a little bit early, but
we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
When it comes to Souls games.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. We've got enough people to come in to help us, and you know, we kind of. I don't say we know the AI, the way the AI is programmed as much. To perfection, but we know the basic principles. Like for example, if you hit a person, if you hit the boss, 90% sure you're going to have the aggro for the next attack, unless someone else gets a swing in before then. So we can work that to our advantage. But yeah, what's his name? Thingy the Fell.
Merlit?
No, it's not Merlit. Merid. Might be Merith. Merith the Fell. Well, anyway, the first boss, he is kicking our ass.
He's kicking our ass at the moment.
Because I think part of the problem is that he moves like a Bloodborne boss. Like he moves like a Bloodborne boss, but we're fighting in a Souls.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm fighting very much Bloodborne.
Yeah, I know.
That's how I'm going in.
Yeah, I know. You're going in heavy-handed and then dodging a lot. I understand that, and that's perfectly fine. And I am starting to get into that rhythm. But like because the build up to that fight it's very Souls.
Yeah.
It's very Souls combat. It's like it's very jarring to have this boss just literally just dance around the fucking bridge, and it's like, oh, could you just stay still for 2 seconds, please, while I try and hit you?
I find that's my problem when I fight the horses. I get like really close to them and then they leg it and I'm just like, oh, for God's sake. It's just, I whiff and I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that was the early fighting of
the random mid bosses that you just randomly bump into on that game. Like we were walking, we were just randomly exploring and you would just bump into one. Like we bumped into a knight cavalryman. Yeah. One night, and it was just like, oh shit.
Wail on him quickly, kill him now. Do not let him start. Do not let him get. Don't let him animate. Don't let him start animating. No, don't do it.
So yeah, there's that stuff. The dungeons are pretty good. I've liked the
dungeons are actually pretty impressive. The fact that they seem to play slightly differently, where we've gone through one which just had infinitely resurrecting skeletons.
Yeah.
Are always my favourite type of enemy in a Souls game. Not.
There will be something somewhere that stops them from resurrecting. There has to be.
Yeah.
We've faced the dragon and got our ass kicked by that. To be fair, I didn't realise there was going to be the dragon there because it just appeared. And then I got ate. but that's not the point.
I got summoned into a place. I got summoned into one person's world, and they instantly ran to the dragon. And I just followed. I didn't know. Like, I just followed him, and then they dropped down into the lake, and went. And then I looked, and I went, oh, that's a dragon. Oh, you're going to fight that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, part of me's wondering, do we kill...
Did we kill the dragon?
Do we kill Thingy? Because if we do, how the hell am I going to kill this thing? It's a fucking dragon. Unless that's counted as a separate area.
Could be.
Possibly. We haven't worked out, like, the whole mechanics yet. Which is fine. We're early boys in the Elden Ring.
Yeah, we're still just running. At the moment, I'm just running around looking at things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm generally enjoying finding dungeons and
I'm
like
going
that.
around just basically picking up all the berries and then selling them.
So I can get arrows.
So I can get more more runes for more level ups. I'm level 30 already. That's how much I've been going.
I think I'm 29. I think I'm level 29.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to basically getting further in that game. It's going to be great.
I like the new hub, the round table.
Ah, yes, the round table is pretty impressive.
I'm currently I've actually found a painting.
Have you?
Today that I think you take back to the round table.
Oh, cool. You'll have to show me where that is.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's off in one of the areas that isn't on the map yet. I just kept going. And then I found it. I saw a shack off in the distance. I thought,
so basically it's a place that you haven't found the map for.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I just saw a shack in the distance, and I just kept going.
I'm wondering if who we are calling the first boss is actually the first boss.
It turns out he's the last boss.
Because the way he's talking, like, it does feel like it's a person talking to someone, like when he's talking to your character, the Tarnished. Like, yeah, you are here too early. You're being a little bit big for your breeches here.
Yeah.
But the game is pointing you in that direction, and I'm like, are we supposed to be?
We're gonna kill him.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna kill him. He's gonna die.
Like I said, we got very, very close last time. We're starting to learn the mechanics of his fight.
Yeah, my only problem against him is his light thing. I can dodge everything else, but when he uses his light dagger thing,
yeah, it's really fast.
So he always just catches me off.
The only thing I can suggest is you dodge into the swing arc, because in Dark Souls 3 that was basically one of the tactics if you want to do no hit.
Yeah, is
you had to dodge into the swing because your iframes would then stop you from being hit. But the timing, like that attack from him with his light dagger is so much faster than everything else.
Yeah, because everything else he kind of like winds up for it.
Yeah.
And some of them aren't as windy, but like it's like the light dagger that he does. It's just so fast, so I don't expect it.
There is a wind up, but it's so fucking short. You literally have to catch him. It's like his wind up is literally the summoning of the blade, and then instantly going into like.
And that's what always catches me.
Yeah.
Like I can dodge his little tail spin that he does, and I managed to dodge his. I mean, he does catch me now and then, but I can dodge his big stick that he uses. So I do quite. I have done quite well with him, but he always just seems to catch me with that bloody dagger.
Yeah, the dagger's a pain in the ass, especially when he starts flinging it.
Yes.
As well. Yeah, my biggest problem fighting him at the moment is the speed, just the speed of how quickly he just jumps around, and I'm like, God damn it, just 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds to get one hit on you, please.
Just stand there for 1 second, please. Here's a letter. Read that while I pummel your knee.
Yeah.
Oh God, the giants. Those fucking giants, man. The fact that they respawn, I'm not used to that. I'm used to those enemies like you kill them once and they never come back.
Yeah, nope, they're back.
Nope, they keep coming back.
They keep coming back.
No.
Multiple times. Makes me think there may be a rare drop from them.
Maybe.
Which, if there is,
they do give a lot of runes.
Yeah, well,
that's
summoning if you're because you actually get less runes if you're summoned.
Yeah.
Summoning can get you near 1,000 off the giants, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Have you discovered the place which has multiple giants? Yes.
No.
I know I saw it. I know I saw it. I just can't remember where. That's the problem. And my big worry is I'll be exploring the map and just walk into them. That's my massive concern. But yeah, it's really good. Obviously, you have the usual fucking arseholes when anyone comes out and goes, well, I'm having a bit of difficulty, and they go, oh, well, you just need to get good. It's like, no, fuck off. That's not what get good was intentional. It was like, look, just keep working at it. You'll eventually get better. You'll get good.
Yeah.
And you'll overcome it. Don't worry about it. You've got this. That was what get good was originally about. Not this fucking bullshit like, oh, well, you just need to get good. No. Jackass. As always, as a minority of the community, they fuck it up for everyone. They always seem to be the loudest, though. It's almost like, to be an asshole, you have to be loud.
Yeah. Well,
right.
That is kind of one of the things about being an asshole.
Yeah, you're very loud about it.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole, and I want to sell to the world that I'm an asshole. Congratulations.
I found this one area where there's this mechanical fucking chariot. And you can't kill it. It's a one-hit kill.
Oh!
If you get hit by it. And you've got to... This is what I was telling you, like, I need help with.
Yeah.
Before that. See if I can get you in. See what you think. Because I can get about halfway and then I have to fight this guy. It'll be on the video. Because I tried to fight him on the video. And he just whoops my ass. He does. He whoops my ass. I need to learn his thing. That's the problem. But... at the moment, I feel like I'm not getting enough time to actually learn what he's doing. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he. There's that, but there's also the route that we need to go, and I'll show you because you'll want to do it once you get to it on yours. So I'll show you that. But yeah, I love it. Like even right now, all I'm thinking about is like going back into that dungeon that I've just mentioned.
Yeah.
And trying to get to the end. Mm-hmm. That's all I want to do. There's that, and I also want to do Destiny, but like not as much.
Yeah, not as much as Elden Ring.
Elden Ring just like, well, actually the same with any Souls games. It always feels like it's taunting me when it does it. Always feels like it's taunting me. When especially when it's because like some of them like they'll kill you and then they'll just keep attacking, even though your body's not there anymore, and I'm just like, I dislike you now.
Bosses.
There's no need for you to do that. There's no need for you to do that.
It'll be down to the way the
you're now just desecrating my body.
Yeah,
I don't take kindly.
It'll be done to the way the AI's.
Oh yeah, I know, but it's still sort of like
it does make it kind of personal.
I don't take kindly to that sort of action.
Yeah, that sort of desecration is kind of Could you please stop?
It's just sort of like I take it almost as bad as when somebody.
I've died here 3 times already. You know what happens to my body when I die. It just dissipates. You don't need to do this.
It's like when you get teabagged. That's what it feels. It feels like the game is teabagging you, and you're just sort of like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like with the boss as well. Yeah. Just like, I'm gonna kill you. You
I think it's all the whole presumption of this of like, I will stop you. You're the first boss. You won't. You don't understand. Like, this is you've got one life. I've got infinite. Mate. Yeah. There is an inevitability here. I will eventually be good enough to kill you.
Yeah. Eventually, I'm going to get there.
Eventually, I'm going to kill you. Eventually, I'm going to get good enough at this game and powerful enough that you will not stop me.
Yeah, and you will die.
And you will die.
And you won't come back, unlike me, because I'm awesome.
Which is the overriding message of Undertale in the genocide run, like the horror of like no matter what anyone does to you, eventually
you will win.
You will win. You will eventually get good enough at the game to overcome this person who has justifiable reasons to try and stop you, and there is a horrible inevitability.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very pretty game as well.
It is gorgeous.
Like my God, it has had its problems, especially on PC.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't be a Souls game if it didn't have problems on PC.
Well, From Software seem to not be able to optimize for PC for some reason. Yeah. Maybe I don't know if they have a PC team, but if they don't, they really should have.
Yeah.
They should probably have a dedicated PC team to try and iron those things out. But I think they are, like, it is their priority what they're working on to make sure to fix anything that's Got me wrong, and it has been very hit or miss with the people. Some people have had frame rate issues. Some people have said, well, it's down to the settings of it that the game starts with. And you need to change a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like VSync, I either turn on or off, and that fucks everything up if it's in the wrong position. But yeah,
the console, the problem's mainly been due to online. If
part of it could be well, for us we've had issues online, but part of it there is down to our internet being shite.
Our internet is a potato, which is lovely.
It'd be an improvement if it was a potato.
I'm giving it like some sort of niceties. I feel like if I'm nice to it, it might
behave itself. But anyway, Elden Ring is really, 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 really good. If you like Souls games, you're gonna like this.
Not everybody's bought this game. We don't need to. This is one of the games that you literally do not have to say anything about. All you have to do is go Elden Ring, and then everybody will. Oh yes, Elden Ring. You could just stand in the middle of a shopping centre and just say Elden Ring, and somebody will appear and be like, "Yes, I like Elden Ring," or "No, Elden Ring is shit." Like everybody will knows what Elden Ring.
But what I'm saying is it's like, for a Souls game, it's probably the best Souls game that From Software have ever made, despite the fact that it's not called. I know you're gonna say Bloodborne.
Honest opinion, it's not as good as Bloodborne. Combat is not as good as Bloodborne. Just based on combat alone. Everything else is better than Bloodborne.
Yeah.
But combat-wise, Bloodborne just beats it. There's not another Souls game that is anything like Bloodborne. I was kind of hoping this would be a bit more on the Bloodborne side. And technically it is, because you can go that way with it.
Yeah.
Especially with some of the artifacts that you can get.
Yeah, some of the artifacts, and then the fact that the magic build is actually viable, which is a fucking rare. It's like unheard of in a Souls game. Yeah. Like magic is usually your opening salvo, and then into melee. But like magic is actually viable from the start almost. Like it's really, really good. And I'm like, okay, so I'm potentially gonna have a backup spell. I think I'm gonna have a spell as in that, like, shit's going down, I need to start unleashing some heavy hitting.
I need to get a staff, because I've actually got some summons.
Yeah.
But I can't summon them
because I don't have a staff.
Because I don't have a staff or
I've
anything
got a
like that.
Bell. I don't know if the bell summons them.
It's not equipable though.
Yeah, it's a usable.
Yeah.
It's a usable item. I'm like, I don't want to waste this on the first boss. Don't want to do that, really. I want to be able to actually beat the first boss without having to use something that's a one-off. Then again, may have to. They may give you more further down the line, but I don't know. The fact that I've only gotten one of each one, something that I have, and not any more, makes me think maybe it's a consumable in the case of you consume it and learn it.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'll have to experiment.
Elden Ring is fantastic. It's very good. It's very beautiful. It's fun. Just don't do what I did and get trapped by bears. I found a lot of bears. Yeah, a lot of bears. I'm not going to do that again.
That was death, wasn't it?
No.
Oh my god.
I didn't die.
Somehow,
I didn't die. Luckily, the samurai, the Uchigatana, because I've got it up to +3 now. The bleed effect is a lot better. So I'm only hitting things twice, and then they're getting.
I think +3 is the most you can get for the first stones that you get.
No, I think it's +4 because I now need 6.
So it must be +4 then.
I had to go to +4.
I know for a fact they go above +10 to +12 or even 16.
Yeah. So that makes sense because it used to be 3 and then it would go to the next step for whatever smithing stone you had.
And also you got to remember the game is much bigger now, so there's a lot more. By the end of the game, we're probably so powerful that old near end bosses would be just pitted full.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably say let's think a boss in.
What, in Soul?
In Dark Souls 3, near the end, that would be a big threat. No matter how powerful we got. that probably would be at endgame of Elden Ring even. Not that much of a threat. Still a threat, because every boss in a Souls game is a threat. The prince. The Princes of Lothric.
Oh, yeah.
I'd probably say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, them. Maybe the Abyss Watchers as well. They'd be quite...
I'd say Abyss Watchers are midway through the campaign. I wouldn't say they're near end. Because I think they're the second... if you go through...
The Forgotten King? Dragon Boy?
Oh, Nameless King.
The Nameless King, the one I despised.
No, Nameless King. I mean, he's not the hardest boss because that's that's our boy Slave Knight.
Oh, Slave Knight! Jesus, Slave Knight Gale. Good God. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, the first boss feels like I'm fighting Slave Knight Gale.
Yeah.
Except I don't have like this giant open space that I can use to.
Yeah, and you're not fucking armored to the fucking hilt.
Yeah.
He hits hard. Oh. So fucking hard. Dear God, it's like I remember because of the first couple of fights you hadn't got to the point where he starts bringing out the blade. And
I only fought him the once.
Yeah.
No, I fought him like 3 times before we did it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hadn't even got up to the big hammer.
Yeah.
Bit yet. So when he pulled that out when we were doing it, that was quite a shock.
It's like, oh, yeah, hi, welcome to phase 2.
But like I said, I managed to dodge the hammer.
Yeah.
The hammer's quite an easy one to dodge.
It's a big telegraph. It's whether or not you lose sight of him when he jumps.
When he does that stupid jump.
Yeah. If you lose sight of him, you're in trouble potentially.
But the good thing with Miyuchi with the unsheathed ability, the heavy attack does a lot of damage on him.
Yeah.
I think it does like 300. It does you get a nice chunk of yellow on his health bar, which is lovely. But I think that's about it now.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more left to talk about.
Nothing else that we can talk about with Elden Ring because we haven't got far enough in.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm potentially going to be on the hunt for a spell or two.
I'm hoping that I did see it right when I saw Zangetsu. The Zangetsu sword. I am hoping that I saw that right. I do know there's a black katana though.
Yes, there is a black katana. The Moonlight Blade is in as well. The Moonlight Great
well,
Sword.
that has to be in it because it's in all the Souls games.
Here's the thing though: are you able to take the Moonlight ability of the basically?
Oh, the Getsu Katencho.
Yeah, basically the Getsu Katencho and put it on your giant ass. Your one that looks like Zangetsu.
I hope so.
And then you can actually go Getsu Katencho.
That's coming out in October. Can't wait.
Yeah, the closer we get, the more he's going to be talking about it.
I can't wait.
You have been warned.
I honestly can't wait. I am generally hoping that we get new manga chapters as well.
Yeah.
If we don't, we don't. But this year's going to be good for me.
The end of the year.
Oh no, actually, the beginning of the year's been pretty good.
Who's got the rights at the moment? Was it Netflix that's announced that they've got it?
No one.
No, have announced it.
I think it's going to be Funimation. Funimation will probably get it because Funimation's got the rest of Bleach on there.
Yeah.
So.
Then again, the amount of hype around this from the Bleach fan base, I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix looks at it and goes.
If Netflix get it, as long as I can still get it on DVD by some time to go with the rest of the Bleach DVD collection that I've got, then fine. But if I have to wait like 5 years, I'm not going to be happy.
Like certain Netflix series.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Amazon.
Oh, that never comes out.
Because I think we're still waiting on Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga, Recreators.
There's not many.
But the ones that they do have, we've just never seen the light of day as a physical release in at least in the UK.
Right.
The Americans may be lucky.
Yeah, probably. Well, the Americans, we've got some actually decent anime stores where we don't. Because I think what are they called in America? There's an American online shop.
Yeah.
I think it's called All That Anime or something. Something.
Yes, I think I've seen it.
And they actually release it themselves. They publish them themselves, so they get that stuff. But anyway, enough about that. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this chat. Anything that we've talked about, just leave a comment down below, the usual stuff. We'll see you in the next ones. Bye now.
Toodles.